One of the dynamics that can be underlying this contact loss is parental alienation, and this is especially what I'm talking about today. I always work from a model that I've designed in one of my first researches. And in this model, I will always ask the history of parents. The history of parents is important. What is their attachment style? What's their personality? How did the relationship start? How did it end? And I ask about covert behavior. And what we mean with covert behavior is what we feel and what we think, which is covered. We don't see it. And of course, when we start doing something, when we start crying or we start screaming or we start laughing, people see what we do, this overt behavior. But covert behavior is also the behavior behind the front door, the behavior in the privacy of a family, behavior that people from outside not always see. And when emotions are high, emotions like feeling of loss or perhaps feelings of anger, we sometimes see that a child gets influenced in the loyalty. And a child can become in a situation that he indeed experiences a loyalty conflict. This has short-term effects, and it can lead to the process of parental alienation, which has long-term effects. Our society, the social environment of the family, but also our macro system plays a role. What do we do when we see that a child loses a parent? Do we look away or do we do something? And I believe that for a long time we've looked away. In the Netherlands, we've looked so much away that children that had parents that divorced in the last century, 20% of these children, which are indeed now full grown, lost contact with their father. And 5% lost contact with their mother. So we did look away. The short-term effects I've studied when a child becomes influenced in the loyalty are sadness. They can't sleep. Sometimes they show withdrawn behavior or anger. And they cling to the parent they have chosen. It had only just that one parent, the other parent, it has rejected. Sometimes we see that the child doesn't function well in school. And we know the children at the one stage when there's so much influencing in their loyalty don't know what to think or feel anymore. And the feelings and thoughts of the parent that they have chosen become as part of the child. And then these children are sent to us, to psychologists. And the parents say, there's a problem with the child. Please find out what's the matter. The question is it a problem within the child, or is it a problem in the surroundings of the child, a problem in the family? The long-term effects have been studied well, for instance, by Baker and Verrocchio, Burnett. And we know that people that have experienced parental alienation when they were young experience that they have lower career profit. They experience higher rates of anger and of depression. They feel guilty. They feel guilty lifelong.